our name. Does anybody know? I just want a show of hands. Does anyone know why we're called Barlow Girl? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, all right. Unbelievable. Okay, so, and a lot of times people are like, oh, how'd you girls meet? So I want to get this covered right now.
But they know we're sisters.
Well, I know, but sometimes people still ask us. I don't know why.
It's kind of a funny question.
It's just really confusing.
Think about it.
Anyways, here it is, guys. Get ready for this deep spiritual meaning of Barlow Girl. Here it is. Barlow's our last name.
Yay! Yay!
And, like, we all have the same last name because we're sisters. We've established that. It's Barlow Girl. It's girl at the end. Because we're female.
Yay!
There's confusion about that a lot. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a joke.
That's why we fired you before, Lauren.
Easy. So it's, and I don't know, and a lot of you will ask us, well, why isn't it Barlow Girls? Because there's 3 of you. I don't know. I was 13 when we had the band name, and it just sounded cooler to be Barlow Girl. But really, it's just a lot more confusing. So there it is. Not one of us is the Barlow Girl. We are all Barlow Girl. So there you go. That's why we're called Barlow Girl. I'm sorry if I disappointed you because it's not a spiritual meaning. You can make something up for it if you want, though. So there you go. There's a verse that I want to share with you. Yes, I can be serious. I'm going to say something serious. This is not a joke. The verse that I want to read for you guys is 1 Peter 2:9. And this verse is one of my all-time favorites, and I believe that this verse is for you guys tonight. So take it to heart. Listen to what this says. The verse says, "But you are the chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light." And the reason why I believe that that is for you is because, did you hear that first line? It says, "But you are the chosen generation." Guys, do you get that that is you? That is who you are. God has chosen you. God has chosen each and every one of us to live now for such a time as this, to go out into this world, and we are called to change things. We are called to shake things up. We are called to change the world. That is who we are. With following God in our life, that is what we are called to do. We are called to impact this world around us. And I am so done with us as Christians, always wanting to fit in, always loving our comfortable little lives, and we love talking about it, and we love complaining about everything that goes wrong in this world, but we never have the guts to do anything about it, and I'm done with it, because we need to be the change that we want to see in this world. That is what we are called to do. You're called to make history. You're called to stand for things when no one else around you is standing for the things that God is calling you to do in your life. Are you brave enough to find out why God put you on this earth? Are you brave enough to find out what your calling is in this life? Because no one else can fulfill the calling that God has had placed on your life since the beginning of time. This world needs what you have to offer. I know you're like, what is this girl talking about? Why is she shouting at me? I'm scared. Mommy, hold me. Okay. I'm a passionate person. And we grew up every single day of our life with our mom and our dad telling us that we are each called to make history. That each person in this life, in this world, has a chance to make history in some way, shape, or form. And that's what I grew up my whole life knowing, that I was called to do something great in this world. You should have that same passion inside of your life. You should have that same fire inside of you, because God has something amazing for you in this life. Find out why God put you here. Find out what your calling is. You have something for this world. Find out what it is. How are you going to make history? And you know what? It's not easy following God. I think we've established that a lot with the song Blue Sunday Night, that it's hard to follow God. Because you know what, a lot of times He's going to call you to do things that people will look at you and be like, are you kidding me? You're doing that, or you're not doing that? But you know what, I have learned in my life that I can no longer care about what everybody else thinks about me in my life. Who cares if everybody else is happy with the way that we are living our life? The question we should be asking ourselves is, God happy with the way that we're living our life? Are we following the path that God has for us in our life? I'll share something personal with you that us girls have stood for in our life, and we've always had this stand in our life. Us girls have taken a stand for purity in our life, and that is not a very popular thing to stand for. abstinence and that's it, it's great. He's like, no, it's more than that. It's a lifestyle dedicated to purity. Purity in the way that you dress, girls. Do we need to be showing it? No, guys don't need to be seeing it. It's a win-win situation. If we cover up, they don't see it, it's perfect.
That should be a bumper sticker.
Market that. My new quote. I don't even know what I said. So ADD. That's why I play the drums. But also, God called us girls to not date in our lives. And that was a big one, because all of our friends were dating. And God said, girls, why don't you ask me if I want you to date? I'm like, I don't want to ask you if you want me to date. Because I want to date. I want a boyfriend on my 16th birthday, and that's what's going to happen. Because 16 years old was the age we could date in our house. But God said, girls, I want you to fall in love with me first. I want you to put aside everything that everybody else is doing, everything that's acceptable. And I want you to fall in love with me first. Find out what true love is in me. Let me define you. Let me have your single years. Find out who you are in me. Give me this time. Don't give it to anybody else. Don't go fall in love with some other guys. Let me show you what true love is. And then in my timing, I'm going to show you who your future spouse is. Because our God is a trustworthy God. And He will show us in His timing who we're supposed to be with. But right now, I can tell you, I'm 24, Alyssa's 28, Becca's 30. We've never had boyfriends before. We've never held a guy's hand. We've never kissed a guy. Because we said, God, you are trustworthy. As crazy as it may be, I don't know how it's going to work out, but you are trustworthy. Guys, our God is a trustworthy God. What is He calling you to do? As crazy as it may sound, as weird as it may be, just remember us and how weird we are because we don't date. God's going to call you to do something. If your heart is open, ask Him. Listen. He will speak to you. It's a scary place, but God has something amazing for you to do. You are the next Mother Teresa's, and you are the next Joan of Arc's. You're the next Martin Luther King's. So start living like you have a calling on your life. Get a fire inside of your heart for your life tonight, because I want you to go out of these doors, and this world's never going to be the same because you live on this earth. That is who you are. Find out why you're here and live it out with your whole heart. This next song is called Million Voices, and I'm teaching you a part to sing. You have no choice. You have to sing this with us. I know, I'm demanding. I'm the baby of the family. When I ask for something, I expect to get it. So, you have to sing this with me. The part that you're going to sing is you are going to sing, they'll remember we were here, at the top of your lungs. I don't care if it sounds pretty or not. I want you to scream it at me, okay? So I'm going to sing it first. You're going to repeat it after me, and you're going to sing it like a billion times during this song, alright? Whether you like it or not. Here we go. First me.